designer would at one point of their lives, they would want to have their own clothing label.
Right.
Somehow, I don't know why.
Also bloggers, in the past few weeks we've been interviewing lots of bloggers, and apparently all of them start off with a blog and then they move on to merchandise, which is a smiley face, a girl with the ponytails, all sweet, and so you as a graphic artist, you decided that, it's time for me to come out on my own, and that's why you did it.
Kind of. But me thinking ahead, so-called foresight, I know that me having no money, no budget, I wouldn't be able to come up with a clothing line to compete with, whoever that already is out there in the industry. Like, you have local clothing brands coming out every day, not to mention international brands that you have to compete with. So that's why I didn't want to come up with t-shirts as what other brands would do. So I came up with caps. So I just wanted to focus on caps and launch my clothing line without clothes, but with just caps.
Right. Let's go back in history and talk about your rap group. Which rap group was this, and how long did this group go on for?
I went by the stage name of Schizo.
Schizo. I think I've heard it before. I've heard it before somewhere.
Somewhere lah. And I'm part of this group called the Rogue Squadron, where we have other groups such as the Rebel Scum, SSK, who's doing pretty huge now. They are nominated for AIM tomorrow for best hip hop group.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them. And then everybody else is still pretty much doing their rap thing. I sort of moved on. I'm still in the hip hop scene, but just not rapping.
So when you say you're still in the hip hop scene, how do you mean? What do you do within the hip hop scene?
Every month, my good friend Jin, he organizes this thing called Raising the Bar. It's a hip hop gig. One of the, I would suppose it's one of the few hip hop gigs around KL. It's a monthly thing. So we have our pop-up booths there. We sell our stuff there. Not just that, also at Laundry Bar when Vandal has his hip hop event. So basically we're around all these hip hop events around town, and we also tie up with local rappers and to do merchandise. Where there are a couple of projects in the works right now. So we are very much in the hip hop circle.
You're very much in the hip hop circle, but you don't quite rap anymore. Is that what you're saying? Right? But why did you give up? A lot of young people start off with big dreams and then it just shatters like that. Why is that? It was like that for me too. In my generation, we started a band and we wanted to come up with an album. Went to Sony Music. We had a very arrogant artist manager back then who spoke to us and said, "Look, if you can sell me 5 million copies, I'll do this." And it shatters the dreams of young people. Was it the same for you?
For me, I think it was something more of a personal goal. I think I have a very short attention span. My goal back then was to release an album, a solo album, which I did in 2007. So I thought, okay, what else can I do now that I have an album? So and then at that point, this whole Lansi thing has yet to kick off yet. But I think around that time I just finished college. I was moving on to uni. Then I sort of became more studious. Started to focus more on my eventual career or a proper day job.
Don't want to end up like a radio announcer.
No. It's just one of those things where you.
Thank you very much.
I'm not.
Yeah, but you're currently focusing on a product that you started on your own. It started in 2009. We are now in the year 2012. 2012 is coming to an end, and has this product moved as much as you wanted it to move?
I can safely say it performed beyond expectations. Lansi I don't know, it has become notorious. It's notorious. I don't know, because as a brand itself, what I feel proud about Lansi is it's a brand that sells itself.
Right.
It's not something where, it's not like you come up with a brand and you have to explain yourself what my brand means and why you should buy my brand. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
I don't have to explain myself. People just buy it.
It's self-explanatory.
Yeah. It sells itself basically, and that's and instead of being a clothing label or a lifestyle brand, I would see it as an attitude brand where you buy it only if you would wear it. If you wouldn't wear it, you wouldn't buy a Lansi t-shirt.
I don't know how this business works. We're going to come back and talk about that. Selling stuff online and how much you should order. How many t-shirts do you want to put online? Things like that. How do you work that out? It's amazing to see how people don't even need a storefront now to sell t-shirts. You have pop-up booths. And having said that, speaking of pop-up booths, when you go to events and open a store or stall there, is it doing well? Do people say, oh, this is Lansi, has it gained a name for itself?
In the beginning, it was a little slow having pop-up booths because most of our customers are it's scattered around Malaysia. It's not just in KL. So that's why having an online store, it works because we can deliver to all our customers that are not in KL. But as the brand grew and as the demand grew, people wanted to know when or where our next pop-up booth is, mainly because they want to grab hold of the t-shirts before everyone else does. They know, like, if I can't get it online, perhaps I could get it at the pop-up booth.
Right.
So it has become sort of an exclusive thing, unintentionally.
Unintentionally has become an exclusive thing.
Yeah.
Well, if you just join us on the show, we're currently speaking to Ko Yung Shing, the founder of the Swagger Salon. And just to tell you a little bit about the achievements of Swagger Salon, they've been given the mandate by the people of KL City. Last year they were voted Best Local Streetwear in Juice magazine. Lansi and Taiko is now being donned by local and international artists. They're the official merchandiser for one of our local TV series and a few major music festivals. We're going to come back and find out more about this. How do you endorse an artist? We're going to come back and find out about that and also more on Yun Shen right here on 812 Live, Bernama Radio 24. We'll take a break for the top 5 news and come back with more at the lounge.